Hey guys, it's Infamous Robbing23, and today we're reviewing the Plan C fusion rifle within Destiny, and I think this is the best fusion rifle within the game. It definitely is better than the Pocket Infinity, although the Pocket Infinity can put out some insane damage. It's not very practical for many situations, and I think the Plan C is overall the better one of the two exotic fusion rifles within the game. But starting off, this gun has moderate charge rate. It's not too high, not too low. The impact is very high on it. The range is very good on it. The stability is okay. The reload is completely maxed out. The reload is amazing. You will not even notice the reload half the time because it is so quick. And when you stack that with some of the perks, most are like Surge or War Machine or Chain of Woe, this reload gets insanely fast and is just pretty much instant. Your gun is almost always loaded, and that is very nice. So going over the first tier of perks, we have Field Choke, CQB Ballistics, and Smart Drift Control. Out of these, I think you can either go with Field Choke or Smart Drift Control. I think CQB Ballistics is the worst out of the three. Field Choke, if you really want to max out your impact and range, but I don't usually run with Field Choke. I go with Smart Drift Control to almost double the stability on this weapon, and it's gonna prove very useful because the stability can get insanely high, can get almost maxed out to make this thing a very precise fusion rifle, and can basically allow you to extend to farther ranges than you usually would with a fusion rifle. So moving on, in the second tier, this weapon has hip fire, which will basically increase your accuracy while firing from the hip. Which is a very undervalued thing, I think, on fusion rifles. Will definitely allow you to not use the sights as often, although the sights will be useful with this weapon, especially because you're going to want to be aiming down sights when you're trying to hit those longer ranged shots that you know you can with the Plan C. And moving on, you have upgrade damage, obviously, and then you have these three tiers, the third tier of perks, which has Accelerated Coils, Hammer Forged, and Perfect Balance. Accelerated Coils reduces the charge time, Hammer Forge improves range and accuracy, and Perfect Balance reduces the recoil on the weapon. I think all of these definitely have value to them. Accelerated Coils it adds about it looks like a 66% boost to the weapon's charge rate. It's very useful and is very noticeable on this weapon. Hammer Forge, I think, is the worst out of the three, although definitely has use and definitely can be used correctly. If you're really looking to only use this weapon at longer ranges, then go with Hammer Forged. It will boost your range and effectively increase the damage you're dealing. And Perfect Balance, I think, is probably, in my regard, is the second best perk you can pick, and definitely gets its use as well, just like the other two perks, as it will almost max out your stability if you are using Smart Drift Control. And is very useful overall. But I think Accelerated Coils is the best one within this tier. Then moving on to the unique perk to this weapon, the exotic perk. It's aptly named Plan C. Charge and equip times are very short immediately after weapon swap, and this gets a lot of use in PvP especially, but in PvE it doesn't mean it's a bad perk within PvP or PvE either. It definitely is useful when another Guardian is coming around the corner and you know that, so you just whip out your Plan C and blam, he's fucking dead. He will die instantly. But don't think you could just do a YY weapon swap and immediately get a immediate charge rate. It doesn't work like that. It does have a cooldown, I've noticed, of about like 15 seconds, so you're going to have to be holding your primary or heavy for about 15 seconds, and then you can swap back and it will have an immediate charge. But that's just to keep it from not being OP. It definitely would be if you could just double tap Y and blast someone away without any effort. That would be extremely OP in PvP especially, but in PvE as well. And why I think this weapon is amazing and why I love this weapon so much is just basically due to the stats. Its stats are so overproportionate, and what I mean by that is, based on the charge rate, the impact is very high for what the charge rate is, and for going further on, the range, stability, and reload are extremely good for a fusion rifle, and just nothing in this weapon stats are bad. All of it just is so amazing. The range is in the middle. It's still very good. The stability can be maxed out if you pick perfect balance. The reload is amazing. It's just completely maxed out. The reload is almost unnoticeable. This weapon is so good. I really recommend you trying this weapon out, upgrading it, giving either perfect balance or accelerated coils a whirl, and just using the Plan C upgrade to its highest potential, and you will have so much fun. This weapon is amazing. And even if you don't like fusion rifles, I think you will get enjoyment out of using this weapon. And that's going to wrap up this review. Hope you guys enjoyed. Enjoy the rest of the gameplay in the background, and I'll see you guys in another Destiny video.
Cell from the Prison of Elders. The Archon Priest is still inside. Good idea. is dead.
One more fallen Archon gone to dust. Good. But if the fallen found the prison of elders, I'm sure we'll be hearing about more nights like this. Today. myself.